deserve to die, especially not by a house landing on them.
Dorothy dear, she took our freedom. Dorothy dear, imagine how we felt. Every day we looked towards the future, but all that we could see was a life of misery. Dorothy dear, she was a tyrant. Dorothy dear, a rotten to the core. She really was as wicked as a witch can be, who's gone forevermore. And it was you, hooray, you saved the day. Your house has laid her flat. She's been reduced to 2 dimensions. There's no way back from that. The wicked witch has gone to meet her maker. She'll plague us no more. It's just her feet protruding, the rest beneath your floor. So Dorothy, you mustn't worry. Dorothy, you really need to cry. Her idea is breathing yet you killed her. It tries to shut us out with a light in that she's dead. Dorothy, you mustn't worry. Dorothy, you really need to cry. She really was as wicked as a witch can be, and she deserved to die. She really was as wicked as a witch can be, and she deserved to die.
They say I'm wicked, that I've been wicked since the day that I was born. I'm the epitome of evil, embodiment of bad, and yet there isn't one of them who's ever met me. God, it makes me mad. They say I'm wicked, they say I'm villainous, malicious, and unkind. But do they really know the real me? Underneath, who knows what they would find? Maybe they see the person who's behind the boil. See, I'm humorous, intelligent, and loyal, understanding and considerate and warm, and so much more. Perhaps they'd wonder if I'm somber or I'm lonely, if I'm vulnerable or hesitant. If only they had bothered to discover there was more than what they saw. So much more than wicked.
If I had a brain inside my head, whatever was done, whatever was said, it would all make sense. If I had a heart inside my chest, I'd know what was right and do what was best, and be less depressed. If I had a little courage, just imagine what I'd do. If we just had a brain, had a heart So when first you meet, they'll greet you in the street and say, I say, you're small, as if you hadn't noticed that at all. Not noticed that at all. Not noticed that you're always looking up or stretching up to something out of reach. And every now and then it gets too much. But this is what you've learned. It's something they don't teach. When you're small, you grow in ways that they will never
what would I do? Be hopeless and blue. Oh, Toto, don't go away.
Go as one, go wherever, to the ends of the earth we're together. Like an army we know we're alarming, as we carve through the sky that we're scarring. And they scream, and they're frantic, as they run for their lives in a panic. So we dive and we rise, we can see in their eyes that they know we're taking them in tow. But for us, despite the fuss, it's just another day. Seize the prey and fly away, it's just another day. Do as we are ordered, we don't get to say. One hint of rebellion, she will make us pay. Another day, a slave. When we were young, so much younger, in the jungle we played and we plundered. Through the trees we would swing without worry. Didn't want for a thing, we were happy. Then she came